Hi everyone, in this video I'll be going through with you some keynotes and do's and don'ts in packing of your items. So let's get started. This is the learning objectives that I'll be covering in this session. So firstly, you'll be looking at packing of ambient items in cartons, bags. Secondly, we'll look at packing of chilled and frozen items as well as ice cream. And lastly, you'll be looking at packing for fragile items. So before I go on, let's look at the marketplace operation flow. So firstly, we are at the first step of sellers packing for items to be handed over to our first mile transporter, who will then bring this item back to GLS, our warehouse. And lastly, the items would be packed and delivered by our FFS transporter in the last mile. So firstly, packing of ambient items. So this is defined as items that can be safely stored at room temperature. So these items can be packed in cartons, tote boxes, as well as bags. Some good practices of packing of ambient items would be to pack them with adequate protection, such as having protection sleeves, as well as to pack the items securely to prevent damage. So if let's say you are packing an item that are prone to leakage or damage, please pack the item upright and indicate the this side up icon on the carton itself, as well as inform our transporter during pickup. So some bad practices that we encounter would be overpacking of the cartons. So this may lead to the items getting crushed during transportation. Underpacking will also damage the item due to rolling in the transportation process. And lastly, you'll be packing to the brim of the carton, as this is prone to penknife damage during receiving. So how about packing in plastic bags? So if you are packing your items in plastic bags, do ensure that the items are well protected, such as using bubble wrap, and keeping the SKUs to less than 5. The bag also have to be tied very securely, and also include the pick list in the plastic bag. So do not pack more than 5 SKUs within the same bag, as this would make it very messy during receiving. So if let's say you are packing for bulky items, so please keep the item well protected, as well as take note of the size limitation provided in this slide. So now let's move on to packing of chilled and frozen items. In packing for chilled or frozen in carton, please ensure that the items are well protected, and please ensure that the carton barcode must be struck off if it's not a carton SKU. The size of the carton must be able to fit into the cooler box that our transporter will actually bring over. So the cooler box dimension is provided in this slide as well, so please take note. So let's say if you're packing in plastic bag, please keep the number of SKUs to less than 5, as well as keep the size compact. So this is to enable the item to fit into the cooler box. And ensure that the item barcode are securely attached. So we do encounter cases where the barcode actually fell off the product. So please take note on this. So what if you are packing for ice cream? So ice cream, the key requirement is to be packed with dry ice to prevent the ice cream from melting. So this is a key requirement in packing of ice cream. So thirdly, let's move on to packing of fragile items. So this would include wines or glass bottles. So items have to be packed with adequate protection, such as using bubble wraps, dividers, and protective sleeve. For wines in cases, the carton box must not be damaged, else it will be rejected upon reaching the warehouse. And if you are packing in eaches, the item must be bubble wrapped or boxed up before placing with the other SKUs. So now with that, we have now come to the end of the video, and I hope that you have learned something new from it. Bye!